Welcome. This video is to instruct the user how to indicate if an appointment has a direct or indirect service from funding source within NPAWorks. This feature can be enabled per funding source. On the left side of NPAWorks, highlight Funding Sources under your agency name so that the funding source list appears. Select the funding source record that you would like to edit. Next, click the Edit icon on the main toolbar, or simply hit Enter on your keyboard to open the funding source record. With the funding source open, click on the tab labeled Services. Scroll over to the right to view the Direct, Indirect default column, and click on the cell corresponding to the service that you would like to edit. A new window titled Direct, Indirect Propagation will appear. Click on the Direct, Indirect Appointments drop-down menu. 4 options are available for this feature. Do Not Show, which disables the feature from appearing on any appointments for this service. Default to Direct, which will default the service to be labeled as Direct. Default to Indirect, which will default the service to be labeled as Indirect. And finally, Set at Appointment, which will not default the service appointments as Direct or Indirect, but the drop-down will be available to modify on the appointment level. A status must be selected in order to render and save the appointment. Note, if the default has been set to state Direct or Indirect, the status can easily be adjusted on the appointment if needed. After you have selected the default from the drop-down menu, select one of the Appointment Propagation options to specify how the default should be propagated. 3 options are available. Do Not Update will not propagate the default to any existing appointments, but any future appointments will have the selected default displayed. Update All Existing Appointments will propagate the selection to all existing and future appointments for this service. And Update All Appointments on or after will update existing appointments that are scheduled on or after the chosen propagation date. This will not affect appointments dated before the selected propagation date. If you choose to use the Update All Appointments on or after option, select the propagation date from the drop-down calendar and press OK on the lower right-hand corner of the window to set the propagation. Then press OK located on the right-hand corner of the funding source window to save your changes in the funding source. If you have any questions about this feature, please contact our support team via email at support@codemetro.com or at 877-796-9883.